Greetings everyone. I would like to talk to you about minimalism and what minimalism means to me. A lot of people think that minimalism is just having nothing or just the minimal amount of things needed to survive. I kind of agree with that to a certain degree. I don't believe that minimalism necessarily means having like two things in your house. I do think that it means not having excess things that you just don't need chilling, taking up space. My minimalism journey was spearheaded by me watching the movie Minimalism, I believe it is. I'll post a little something. And that movie to me really explained or helped me understand what minimalism was. A lot of the people in the movie did have like a suitcase worth of things to their name, but I don't think that that fits every person's lifestyle or every person's spirit. I personally believe that minimalism is based in security. Now, I think the opposite of minimalism is materialism and consumerism, and those are based in root chakra imbalances, where you feel like you don't have enough or you aren't enough, or you're gonna run out of things, and you're just feeling really insecure and out of love and out of touch with spirit, where you feel like you need all of these things to be safe, to be secure, to be confident, to be somebody, like, oh, I need to buy this thing so I can be cool, or I need to have all these things because I'm gonna run out of these things later, or I'll never have access to them again, or I won't have money next week so I have to buy it now, and then you just end up with a whole bunch of shit. So I do believe that minimalism is based in consciousness. It's saying that I'm stable and I'm secure in myself or in my surroundings, that I know I will have access to these things tomorrow. I will be able to buy these things tomorrow. I will afford these things tomorrow. It's saying that I don't need extra things to bring me comfort. And it's pretty much not finding comfort in physical things. It's a lot of self-control, and it's freeing. It's knowing that you can pick up and move with less hassle because you have less things to carry. I'm enjoying it, but it is a lot to get used to. I come from a family, I wouldn't say my family was poor, but they did struggle. Jamaican parents who grew up in the country of Jamaica, so or in the countryside of Jamaica. So like my mother grew up with one pair of shoes and not a lot of food in the kitchen once she moved to America with my grandmother. And so like I kind of adopted that. I need to always have a pantry full of food stocked. I always need to have all these clothes. I always need to have all these things just in case I don't have them or I'm not able to get them. And it definitely like trickled down to me. And I noticed that when I moved on my own, I had a closet full of clothes, some clothes that I never even wore. I just purchased them because I had the money and I wanted it, not because I needed it. I had food that went bad all the time just because I was buying all this food just in case I couldn't get it again, or just because it was on sale. And now I have less things. I notice like I wear the same things over and over again. I do have to frequent the grocery store more just because I don't have a lot of food in my cupboards or in my fridge at any given moment. Like I have what I will be cooking or preparing for the next like day or two. So it's just things to get used to. But I noticed, like I said in my first minimalism video, that my ego flares up a lot, and it's like, oh my gosh, that thing is on sale that we always have, that we always need, and you're never gonna get it on sale again because it's gonna be sold out, and then you're gonna have to pay more money. And it's like this chatter that goes on. Or I'll go into a store like Target for a 7th generation paper towel or something, and I'll walk by all these things that I want, that I probably could buy, but it's like I don't want to fill my house up with things that I don't necessarily need when I still need a dresser and a kitchen table and all these other things. So it's really just prioritizing what you really need, and even saving up for the big ticket items that you really do need, instead of buying these little cheap kind of things that you're just like, oh, I want that and I can buy that right now because I have $3. But those $3 do add up. What else about minimalism? I noticed that minimalism is kind of, I don't want to say it's hard to adhere to, but the society that we live in definitely tells us that we always need to buy more, that we're not enough unless we have these things, that you need these other things in your life, whether it be clothes or gadgets, technology, anything really. And you know, it's a constant battle to kind of shut that out, because that is what our society is based in. It's based in consumerism, and minimalism is the complete opposite of consumerism and materialism. So it's been difficult when like you see all of these things coming at you, like everywhere you turn there's an advertisement for something, even on Instagram and Twitter, everywhere, you know. I have to like unsubscribe from certain email lists just because it's so much that's being forced at you, and you're trying to live this simple life of, this is what I need and I'm only gonna get what I need. So it's triggering a lot of times, and it just takes a certain level of consciousness and determination and self-control to really be a minimalist in America or in any first world countries. It's another way for me to stay humble. It's another way for me not to soak in excess. It's not bad. Like, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. The only part that I don't really like about minimalism is that, or for my minimalism, is that I'm always at the grocery store. Like, it's so annoying sometimes, because it's like, oh, I want this thing and I can't just have it because it's not in my refrigerator and I don't have a car right now, and there are no like healthy grocery stores near me that are easily accessible. So that's the only thing that I would say about minimalism, that it's a little frustrating sometimes, but again, it's really like humbling. Like, chill out, you can get it tomorrow or the next day. So all in all, minimalism is pretty cool, and I only know, I would say, like 2 other people of color who are minimalists, and I find that it's interesting that a lot of people of color, especially Black people, are very much so a part of consumerism. Like, they help consumerism thrive, and they help materialism thrive, because we're the ones that are highly exposed to these things, and I don't think that we're taught to value what we do have, that we're taught to only buy what we need. And I don't believe that a lot of Black people, especially in America, have a stable root chakra. They are not, they don't feel secure, they don't feel stable, so they're always in survival mode, in which you feel like you have to constantly consume and get something, because if you don't, you're gonna die. Like, that's the base of your survival mode. So I do want to eventually like partner up with some other Black minimalists, some other minimalists of color, period, just to show that like it's doable, and that, you know, you don't have to constantly think about your survival in that degree, and you don't have to consume all these things to be valid, or to feel important, or to feel stable or secure and cushioned in things. I think a lot of minimalists are also very in touch with other people and in touch with themselves, and I hope that this next phase of my journey can also show people that like once you're really rooted in spirit and in source, that you find that you don't need so many physical things, and that the physical things that you do acquire or have, it means so much more to you because you have like that one thing or those few things, and you treasure them a lot more than, you know, one in a million. So yeah, I really do hope that my journey in minimalism helps to inspire others to know that you don't need to have a lot of things to be someone, or to be important, or to be valid, or to be cool, or, you know, to be a part of the in crowd. Like, you're good. Once my place is together, I'll show you all like what my house looks like how my closet's set up, to the products that I use, what's in my pantry and my cupboards. It's not a lot, but I'll show you. I'll share it with you. By the way, here's a short little clip of what I actually brought with me from Atlanta when I moved from Atlanta back to New York. Literally, like 2 suitcases and a duffel bag is all I packed, and I modified what I filmed originally, like some stuff I left, and then I filled up whatever I could in my one little duffel bag, and that is all that I traveled with. So yeah, that's my take on minimalism. That's my truth on minimalism. Just hit the subscribe button to get notifications of when I upload more videos. I'll definitely be alerting you all on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.